Oh yeah. Wow, I was not expecting that. Look at that, very cool. Way easier than I thought it was gonna be. Welcome back everybody. Today I'm back with 5 fruit and veggie tools, all of them under 15 bucks. So let's see how they work in today's video. Before I get started, let's take a quick look at the 5 contenders in no particular order. First up is this fruit and veggie slicer right here. It looks pretty straightforward. They seem to show up mostly for cucumbers and carrots, so we'll try it with those. Next up is a very simple but cute strawberry slicer. It seems kind of dangerous, but it could work. Now we have this pepper corer. This seems like it would also be pretty straightforward, but never try one. We'll see how it works. This is the cheapest of the bunch. This is a strawberry stem remover. Seems pretty straightforward, so we shall see. And finally, this one was on Shark Tank. This is the Nana Hat. This supposedly keeps your bananas fresh longer. We shall see. Now, because I have a couple of items I'm going to be using strawberries, let's do the strawberry stem remover first. Before I start, let's splash back the unboxing and see how that went. This is a strawberry stem remover. I paid about $6 for this on Amazon. It currently has a solid 4.6 star rating and it's Amazon's choice. They say you can easily de-stem strawberries in seconds, faster and easier than using a paring knife. Made of stainless steel and ABS plastic, it can also be used on potatoes and pineapples. People online who liked it, some people said it removes stems easier and cleaner than using a knife. People said it's fast and easy to use and it doesn't take up a lot of space. Now, those who didn't like it, the biggest complaint I saw is that these are flimsy and prone to breaking. All right, this should be pretty straightforward. All you're really supposed to do is just stick it in there and pull the hole and the stem out. So let's see what we got. Oh, wow, that was way easier than I thought it was gonna be. For some reason, it seemed like it might be hard. It was not hard. That came out beautifully. Look at that. Let's try a couple more. All I did was just kind of push it in there and squeeze it together very quick. I'm not sure I use enough strawberries to warrant a specific item for it, but it does work. Just pushing it in and squeezing. Not too bad, really. I'm not sure how many strawberries I'm gonna need later, but I'll do enough for hopefully all of them. Let's see. Wow, that's pretty effective. This kind of has mixed reviews, but in my very limited use, it seems like it works pretty well. You know, it's almost fun. It's almost oddly satisfying to do that because it's so quick. The argument, of course, against this would be you can just use one of these, which most people already have. And you just cut off the end and you're good to go as well. This one you already have and is probably as fast or faster, but this one is for maybe the strawberry purist. All right, we're off to a pretty good start. I mean, I'm not sure it's necessary, but it does work. So see if I have some strawberries prepared, let's move on to the strawberry slicer, starting with the unboxing. All right, let's take a look at the strawberry slicer here now. I paid 10 bucks for this on Amazon, where it currently has a respectable 4.4 star rating among about 3,000 reviews. The claims are that it creates perfectly even strawberry slices. It has 7 stainless steel blades and is not dishwasher safe. Taking a closer look here, it's kind of dangerous. These blades also don't look particularly even either. Now, people on Amazon who like it, they say it's faster than slicing by hand and it's well made. A lot of people said it was cute. Those on Amazon who didn't like it, some people said it doesn't work on large strawberries or soft strawberries. Others said it just didn't last very long. All right, here we go. Now this should be pretty straightforward. Now my only concern is what if the strawberry doesn't fit in there? They don't really address that. Some people in the comments do. We shall see about that. Let's just place a strawberry in here. And that one fits, pretty much fills the entire area. I don't think it can go much larger than that. So let's see what we got. I guess we just squeeze it together and, oh, it kind of got stuck. Oh, it's not moving anymore. I'll hold the phone here. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. There was some resistance. I wasn't sure if I could keep pushing, but I did, and it worked. See the final result here. Oh, nice. Nice slices, actually. Some nicely sliced strawberry. Let's keep going. Now, this one, I don't even know if that really technically fits in there. It's pretty close, but I'm going to try anyways. Wow, I was not expecting that. I'll clean this camera off. Wow, that completely launched in the air. I was not expecting that whatsoever. But the slices are good. It's just, I wasn't expecting that to happen. I guess I might need to go a little bit slower. I'm gonna take the one that I just cut the end off of. That's a pretty small one. I mean, there's a lot of room in there. Let's try that out. I'm gonna go a little bit slower this time. See, what's happening is that it seems to get to a certain point and then there's a resistance and then you have to kind of power through and that's when it wants to launch out of there. Like that. I don't remember anybody mentioning the launching aspect in the comments, but I'm getting them launched, although they are beautifully sliced. All right, this one, I think this one's just too large. I might actually just cut the end off. All right, let's try this one now. I'm gonna try to get it to not launch. Maybe I'll cover it up with my hand. Oh, I just pinched myself. But it is beautifully sliced once again. Let me try another kind of small one here. This one's pretty small. I want to get one that doesn't launch them out of there. I'm just going to kind of hold them in place with my finger. Oh, there we go. There we go. Pull it out. All right, I think it works. I mean, it definitely works. And as someone who doesn't really do a good job of slicing strawberries, this is pretty good. All right, I'm quite happy with that. The slices look nice. They look uniform. They were easy. Even though I launched them out of there, I do think that it actually worked quite well. Now, most of these items are kind of designed for a single fruit or vegetable, but the next one is actually a little bit more multifunctional. This one they show being used on cucumbers, carrots, and strawberries. So I got a variety of things to try out. Let's flash back to the unboxing and then get started. All right, let's take a look at this veggie slicer here. I paid 10 bucks for this on Amazon, where it has kind of lukewarm ratings. The claims are that it can cut up small fruits and vegetables into 6 slices. They say it can be used on a variety of items, but they mainly show it for carrots, cucumbers, and strawberries. They say it's easy to assemble and operate. Okay, well, here it is, not much to it. And let's see what we got here. Looks like this pushes everything through. Now, people online who liked it said it was great for softer items like cucumbers and strawberries. The biggest con that I saw, a lot of people said it was difficult to use on carrots, so I'll have to do that one last. So the way I understand this is you're going to have to cut your cucumber down to fit in there, because you can't have it sticking all the way out like that. How are you going to push it through there, right? So let's cut one of these down here. Let's start off with a relatively small cut cucumber, placing it in the unit itself, inserting the pusher, and then you can use this as a handle and kind of get some leverage and just shove it out of there. Here we go. And, oh wow, that was very oddly satisfying. Look at this. That worked. That actually kind of worked. Let's keep going here. Let me try a little bit bigger piece. See, the only problem now is, see, the other side of this cucumber I was going to do, it doesn't fit. It's not going to fit in there. It's kind of limiting by how narrow that is. It should be a little bit wider. I can't do this one. It will not fit. The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. This was exciting. This is disappointing. Let's try some more. I have another cucumber. I'll probably be able to fit the first half in there, but the larger half isn't going to fit unless I cut it down, which kind of defeats the purpose. I'll do the smaller half though. It takes a bit to get it lined up too, because you also have to line up these notches with those. So it takes a little bit to get it set up. Maybe a little bit slower than I would have liked, but once you get it locked and loaded, then it should be easy. Here we go. Oh yeah. It definitely shoots them out of there, which I do like. I like the final result. I just wish it was a little wider, because I have 2 half cucumbers I can't use, which is very disappointing. These look great. These I can't use. But let's keep going. Now, before I go on to the carrots, which most people said were problematic, let's try a strawberry. The way they show it in the photos is a little bit different for strawberries. They were showing a strawberry placed on top like this, like you're perching it on a little pedestal there, and then you push this downward. That's how they were showing it. So I'm gonna do it like this so you can see. Here we go. Oh yeah. I think the reason they want you to do it that way is so that when it's small, it doesn't move around and it becomes uneven. There's the 6 slices, not bad. Relatively even actually. I guess you could put it in there, but I guess place it on top like this ensures a little bit more evenness. Strawberry shooter, take 2. I would say it works on strawberries. It works on cucumbers when they fit. Let's try the carrot, which is probably the most problematic of the bunch, at least according to Amazon. Hold on a second, Bailey's begging for a piece of carrot over there. You want a piece of carrot? Here. She got it. Anyways, I digress. Now this is also just awkward because it's moving around in there, so I don't know. We'll see how this works. Oh, I can't. I'm not getting it in there. Hold on, let me cut it even smaller, which kind of defeats the purpose when you have to cut it down that small. But let's try it again. I'm just kind of sticking it on the blade so it doesn't move around as much. That seems to help a little bit, actually. Gonna line up the notches. All right, the notches are lined up. Here we go. Will it work? I'm not real optimistic. That takes a lot of hand. I'm getting it, but it takes a lot of hand strength. Come on now, man. Wow. Oh, Bailey's over here begging. Let's see what we got here. That was very difficult. They're even-ish. But man, that's not, and then you have this much of the carrot still left you haven't done anything with. I don't know. I don't think it's good for carrots. Bailey's over here sniffing around thinking I'm dropping some food. Here, you want some? Ah, she missed. Oh well. I don't know. I like the idea of this one, but you have to cut everything down as it is, and the smaller it is, the more it moves around. I don't know. It seems like if you're already cutting it with a knife anyways, you might as well just keep cutting. So I'm not real convinced about this one. It works. It just seems like it's more effort than it's worth. Next up, let's try this pepper corer. Now, this should be pretty simple to test out, right? Let's take a look at the Chef'n Quick Core Pepper Corer. I paid 13 bucks for this, where it has an Amazon's Choice and a 4.5 star rating. The claims that it removes stems, cores, and seeds from bell peppers in one motion. They say it works on all types of bell peppers. Simply insert and twist. Easy to clean, dishwasher safe. I would say average quality. It seems pretty sharp. Now, people on Amazon who like this, they say it cores in seconds and it's well made. A lot of people said it saved them time, great for people who use a lot of peppers. Now, those who didn't like it, some people said it's too small. It doesn't work on all peppers, or still leaves seeds behind. Now, the first one I got was just a standard bell pepper. Everybody's seen one of these? This looks like your typical bell pepper. Now, all you're supposed to do is stick it in there, give it a twist, and it comes out. We shall see. Now, in their pictures, they're showing it look completely smooth and perfect inside. People on Amazon are saying it does leave stuff behind. Let's find out which is more accurate. Inserting into the bell pepper. Okay, it's sharp. I can definitely tell that. All right, it is in. We are in. Look at that, very cool. Kind of looks almost like aesthetically, you can almost like display that. It's almost aesthetically pleasing. All right, so we give it a twist and then we pull it out. And then there are still seeds in there. There are definitely still seeds in there, but you know what? It got a lot out of it. All that came out, so that was kind of nice. A quick rinse should probably get most of those out of there. I don't hate it. Let's keep going. Now Bailey's back over here because she smells the bell pepper. Bailey, you're interrupting this review. This is a professional review here. All right, so this one I picked out because it has kind of a longer stem. Let's see if that affects anything. It shouldn't, but we shall see. Inserting. Now it does feel kind of dangerous when you're holding on this end and you're pushing these sharp spokes into the other end. Maybe I should hold it like this instead. You can kind of tell when it gets in there. It kind of releases. I'm giving it a twist, and I think I just tore it. I just gave it a little split there. Okay, pull it back out, and it didn't come out. All right, it's out. There are still seeds in there. I have to agree with the Amazon comments. You're going to definitely have to clean seeds out of there. But on the other hand, it does take the core out. So when I was at the store, I saw the red pepper section. They were a little bit the longer kind of red peppers than the shorter, fatter ones like these. So I wanted to try one of those and see how that goes. See, look at this. Look at the size of this thing. I mean, there's no way I can get all the way down, but let's see what happens with it. I'm just kind of curious. It also seems almost too wide for it. It seems like it's going all the way out of the edges. But let's see what happens anyways. I'm going to do it no matter what. I guess the nice thing about it is you're safe because your hand is like 3 feet away from the other end. Here we go. Oh, you know what? I'm shocked it actually went in there pretty nicely. Give it a twist, pull it out, and nothing came out. It actually fell in there. It fell inside. You know what's weird is this one has the least amount of seeds of all of them. And that was the one I thought was going to be the problem. It's clean as a whistle in there. So let's take a look at all 3 of these now. So we've got seeds on the green, seeds on the yellow, and pretty much clean as a whistle on the red. So I don't know, I think it does work. This is one of those ones I think some people are going to find useful and some people are going to say it's completely pointless. But on its own merits, I do think that for the most part it does work, but it leaves seeds behind. And my last product is one I had to review last week because I needed several days of testing, and that is the Nana Hats, which was on Shark Tank. It supposedly keeps your bananas fresh longer. I want to compare this against the control group with nothing on there, and also I pulled this out. These are leak locks. I tested this out over the summer for our members video. It's actually a travel gadget, but it's kind of similar to what they use to keep the bananas fresh anyway, so I wanted to try that as well. So here's how my test went, starting with the unboxing. Let's take a look at the Nana Hats now, where I paid 10 bucks for this on Amazon, where the reviews really aren't that great. It has an unimpressive 3.4 star rating. All right, there's some microscopic directions on there. I'm gonna need a microscope to read those. Some additional helpful hints here. It says, most effective on banana bunches of 2 or more. And here we go. It looks like they're inside here. There's a little cute hat, and then inside it almost feels like a balloon. Now the claims, they say it keeps your bananas fresh longer. They say the silicone cap inhibits the gases that ripen the banana to slow the process, as seen on Shark Tank. Now people online who like this, some people said they do work as advertised, and they're just very cute. Those who didn't like it, some say it fits only a couple bananas, or didn't work as advertised at all. Some people said they made bananas ripen faster, not slower. Get out my microscope, read these over, and then get started. Let's try the Nana Hats with some relatively ripe bananas. I've got 3 sets right here. One set's going with the Nana Hats, one is going by themselves, and one I'm gonna try this silicone cover, which was actually a travel gadget I did for members, but it's kind of the same concept, really. So first up, Nana Hats. So what you're supposed to do is open it up inside, and there's a magnet that keeps the silicone part with the hat itself. Now what we're supposed to do is kind of stretch it over the banana, which is a little bit difficult. They said try to cover as much of the banana as possible. I would say that's as much as I can get. Now you just stick the hat on there and it snaps into place, and now you have your cute banana that supposedly will ripen more slowly than the rest. This bunch of bananas I'm just leaving out without anything on it, just as a kind of a control set of bananas. And for the next batch, I'm gonna put these leak locks on it, because these are kind of just silicone covers. These are used for travel gadgets, but a 4-pack of these was about the same price as one of these. Let's see how it compares. All right, now that's totally ridiculous. We've got the silicone leak locks on one bunch. This bunch is staying as is, and we've got the Nana hats. All right, so I'm gonna keep all 3 of these groups separate so the gases from each one of these don't affect each other, and I'll come back and let you know when anything changes. All right, it's been 2 days, let's check out the results, but first I should point out that I've left all 3 of these in separate rooms so they're far away from each other. None of them in a draft, none of them in direct sunlight, all of them on a flat surface, out of the light. So here we go. The Nana hats, how does that look after 2 days? Pretty ripe down here. This is very smushy right here. I would say it looks about what I expect after 2 days. The leak locks looks maybe a tad better. Just a tad better, although it's pretty smushy in the bottom here too. And the one with nothing might even be slightly better than the rest. All right, take a look at the 3 of these. The Nana hats, I mean, they don't look great. They don't look like they're significantly different than the others. The leak locks maybe slightly better, although it feels kind of smushy right there. And the one with nothing might even be the best of the bunch. If there is a difference, it's not significant. And is it better of the 3? I'm gonna say at this point it's not. I think I'll let these sit for another day and see how it turns out, but right now, the Nana hats are not impressing me. After my first test, I didn't think that the Nana hats and the leak locks did much different, but I let them sit for another 3 days, so 5 days total, and here's how those results look. All right, we're at day number 5. Let's see how they look. Taking a closer look here, it looks like they're all kind of similar. There's not a huge advantage over any of them. I would say if I had to pick an order, I'd say the control bananas are slightly the best. Nana hats next, and then maybe the leak locks in 3rd place. I don't see a big advantage. For you to pick a big winner out of this one, you're really splitting hairs at this point, so I'm not sure it really works that well. I would say at this point, the control bananas might be the best of the bunch. Next up would probably be the Nana hats, although there's a really smushy end down here. This is getting kind of bad too. And the leak locks is probably in the very back. They have a smushy end and a long dark stripe here, so I don't know, it's close. To pick a winner among these is really splitting hairs. I'm not sure any of them are really that great. So my final conclusion is I'm not sure the Nana hats really do much, and I certainly wouldn't pay $10 to get these results. All right, so I hate to admit it, but I don't think the Nana hats really did much. If you can see significant results, I'm not seeing the same thing you are, because to me, all 3 of those bunches look about the same. So they're cute. I mean, some people might buy it just on that, but does it keep your bananas fresh longer? In my limited test, it does not. So that's it as far as this review goes. I think if I had a favorite of these, I'm not sure if I have a favorite, but I would say the one that does a job better than I could do myself is actually the strawberry slicer. Those uniform strawberry slices are better than I could do with a knife, so I give it credit for that, although I'm still not convinced it's completely necessary. I think all of them worked. It's just I don't think any of them are very necessary or not. If you think any of these are necessary, tell us what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.